All right, we're here with another Nintendo Direct predictions video. There is a Nintendo Direct happening on the 9th of February at 5 p.m. Eastern. So I don't know. I didn't really think there was going to be one this month. I feel like we already kind of know like enough for this. I'm also here with Sky85, famous Monster Hunter YouTuber. Put out a hit video after playing YouTuber's Life OMG with me, and there's not a coincidence there.
Nope, not at all.
How many views does it have now? It has like over
It looks like
20,000
magic.
views.
Yep, it has 24,000 as far as I know.
24,000 views, and this was after playing YouTuber's Life OMG. It's not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. But we'll get into the Nintendo Direct predictions. I feel like Nintendo Direct predictions are kind of getting stale because it's kind of like the same. We're always like, yeah, we're going to see Breath of the Wild 2, and then we don't see Breath of the Wild 2. And then we're like, yeah, we're going to see Bayonetta 3, and until last time we didn't see Bayonetta 3. And it's like, yeah, we're going to see, I don't know, Metroid Prime 4, and we're never going to see Metroid Prime 4.
No, like that's never gonna happen.
No, that game's not coming out. This is not happening, but I feel like I'm going to try to make my predictions a bit more interesting. They're probably not going to be right because I don't know, Nintendo's both like insanely predictable and also not at all predictable. So I don't even know. So what's your first prediction? What are we thinking?
I don't know what do we want to start with?
I don't know. Let's get
The I know
easy. Go ahead.
I know in the tweets it said they were gonna focus on stuff that's coming out in
Yeah, they
the
say
first half
that.
of this year.
They say that, and then
But
they show
I
something that comes
mean,
out in like 2028.
yeah,
So
like Metroid Prime 4.
yeah.
What do we want to start with? Like Splatoon? You think that's
Yeah, I
gonna be
think that's
there?
the most obvious thing. I think Splatoon 3 with a release date is going to be there. And I think the release date will be like June, probably.
So how much detail are they gonna show?
A lot. I feel like we're going to spend most of the time. Like, the biggest amount of time would be spent on Splatoon 3, I would say.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're gonna have that like cringe guy do like some poses.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
welcome to the Splatoon research lab.
Yeah, and he like hits a dab. And, like flosses.
Yeah, he tabs like it's
Will they add
2015.
like dances like that to Splatoon 3 to kind of catch the Fortnite crowd? Because Splatoon 2 came out before Fortnite, but like Fortnite really brought in like default dance and all this and the flossing. Like, will they add that to Splatoon 3? Predictions.
Hmm.
I think yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I would say normally no, since Nintendo's so out of date with internet stuff. But that stuff's so old now that it'd be like impossible for them not to know of it. And plus, we got that video of Reggie being, "I'll see you on the battle bus in Fortnite" or whatever. That's like one of the funniest videos. But yeah, I think we'll see mostly Splatoon 3. I think that's gonna be no. Actually, probably knowing Nintendo, they'll spend like half an hour on triangle strategy or something. It'll
Oh
be like the
yeah.
driest showcase possible. But now I think
Speaking
if
of
they're gonna,
triangle strategy,
it comes out in like a couple weeks, or about a month.
yeah,
That looks good. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna spend a lot of time on that too.
yeah, it's gonna be like 10 minutes to watch.
Probably. I remember like the Wii U era, like directs would be like 25 minutes long because no one wanted to be a part of them. And I don't know if it was a better or worse era because now it's like 40 minutes. And they're about the same. Now it's about, it used to be maybe like 20 minutes of maybe 15, 20 minutes of like decent stuff and then like 5 minutes of garbage in the Wii U era. And now it's like maybe 20 minutes of decent stuff, 20 minutes of garbage. I have to sit through like some Payday 2, like horrible, horrible Switch port. But I don't know. Yeah, Splatoon 3. Any final thoughts? I don't really know what to expect from it. I just wanted to have better internet, like online play.
I mean, they're not gonna advertise that, but
They're gonna say in the video, our online was so bad in Splatoon 2, and we're gonna make it better.
we're gonna
It's
make it
like
better
it's like when
by
Domino's. Remember the Domino's commercials where they were like, "Our Domino's sucks. It's horrible. We're gonna make it good again." It's gonna be like that for Splatoon 2.
they're gonna tell you to use an Ethernet cable.
They probably will. Now that the OLED has the built-in Ethernet port, but it's not like viable for most people. I don't think.
No,
I don't have
because you
anything
need
else
a
to say.
cable.
I don't have anything else to
Yeah.
say about Splatoon 3 though. I think it'll be. I mean, it's going to be big when it comes out. Like Splatoon is like huge in Japan. It's big here. I think it's kind of died down a little bit just because their release their like post release support for Splatoon 2 wasn't like great, and also that game's online just kind of got annoying. But um, I do think like Splatoon 3 will be pretty big, but I think that's enough. That's the most obvious thing I think that'll be here, without a doubt. And yeah, like I said, I think it'll be like June release date. I guess next most obvious thing, Advanced Wars. Not much to say there. There's just remakes of older games. It's been so they still try to act like there's no release date for this, but it's said like for months on the eShop that it's coming out April 8th. So I don't I don't know, Nintendo. I don't know what's wrong with you. Nintendo doesn't know even what's going on the eShop. You've seen the games on the eShop. No one knows what's going on in the eShop. So
No.
it's better left just unsaid. But that I think that's they'll probably show that a little bit. I don't know what else there's to show. Those are just remakes of older games. But you have any other obvious ones out of the way?
Other obvious ones?
The Monster Hunter sunscreen or whatever.
I mean, if we see sunscreen, it'll just be like a trailer at most.
Yeah,
It's not
I
going to
think
be
it'll be there.
very
I don't think they're
detailed
gonna
because
show anything like
no, because
huge. They wouldn't be
I
able to
know,
sit.
I know, they said that they want to release more information in the spring. In February, I wouldn't consider to be spring. Uh, so if we do see sunblock, then uh,
It is actually Sunbreak before anyone gets in the comments. It's just a meme because
yeah,
when we did when they first announced it and we streamed it, I was like, "What's that? Monster Hunter sunscreen or whatever, or sunblock or whatever?" Like a boomer. So, but yeah, I don't. I mean, and Capcom does like their own events for Monster Hunter too, so I don't think like they're gonna be
yeah.
too interested in show. I mean, they'll probably do a trailer here just to get like hype because that comes out next month, doesn't it? Does that come out in
Sunblock?
March?
No, it comes out in the summer,
Oh, it comes out.
whatever
Okay.
that is. There's no release date
Oh, they'll
as
give
far
it
as I
probably.
know.
I wouldn't be
It's just the
surprised if they
summer.
give it a date, but it might be too far out. They might wait till E3 direct. Because that's the other thing. I think a lot of people are hyping this direct up, but this is usually there's usually 3 directs a year, and the first direct a year is usually not the big direct. It's usually E3 is big, and then it's usually like the September direct is big. But I don't know. We don't like last year's February direct. We got stuff like Famicom Detective Club and stuff. We didn't get anything huge. Um, in that direct. A lot of people are mad with that direct, so I wouldn't get like too optimistic for it. But I think there should be good stuff. Oh, obviously Kirby too. That's another obvious one. They've been showing that game a lot on Twitter. I don't know what else there is to say about that.
Hmm. I mean, they'll show it off.
I think that game looks good though. Like I'm kind of was kind of tired at Kirby. I didn't play Star Allies. I didn't play Star Allies because I was like, yeah, it's more Kirby. But I think the new one looks good. Like I'm ready for that. Just give it to me now, Nintendo. As far as obvious ones get out of the way, uh, Mario and Rabbids. I wonder if we'll see that. No thoughts on Mario and Rabbids.
No, I
No thoughts
mean,
on Mario and Rabbids. We don't have to. I mean, I think it's supposed to come out. They showed it off in June. They didn't. I don't think they showed it in the
yeah,
September one. I think like probably it would come out in the summer, and I see that game could. I see that game being like a May June type game. The first one came out in August, but I mean I think that game's about done. It's been like 5 years in between the two games, so like that game has to be close. So I think we could see that one. uh, it looks good, but I don't. There's not much to say. It's a sequel to Mario Rabbids. I know, like some people are like, will sit here and like really try to ham it up, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah," and the secret of Mario Rabbids, it'll have all the Mario RPG characters in it, and there'll be Rabbid Gino or something, and it's like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I don't like the. And I know some people do like this, but I don't like the prediction videos where they're like oddly specific, where they're like, the new Zelda game will be called Zelda: Death of the Wild, and Ganon will come back and he was in the nursing home, and it's like, why is this so oddly specific? There's no way this is gonna happen. But if I sit here and I'd be like, I believe that there is new Kirby game, then I'd be like, yeah, I was right, and I can get put on like the well-aged gaming takes Twitter account. So That's my tirade for this one. I'm sure there'll be more. Do you have any other predictions?
No, are there
Getting the
any
obvious
other?
stuff out of the way.
Yeah, is there any more obvious ones?
I don't really think so. I don't think we'll. I don't think Zelda is obvious. I don't think we'll really even see it. I think they'll save that till June. Like I think maybe if we're lucky they'll give us the name, but I've been saying that forever. I don't think we'll see that game because I think that game's probably November or December release date.
Yeah,
I can
I think
see
we're
that.
starting to get to like the maybes.
Yeah, the
Anything about
maybes.
Persona?
No, I don't know. Atlas says they have like six announcements. The first announcement is an announcement for another announcement, and the second announcement is like Ultimax port, which to consoles, which doesn't make any sense. They were like, yeah, Persona 4 Golden did well on Steam, so we're putting Persona 4 Ultimax, the sequel to the Persona 4 fighting game, onto consoles, and it's like, I mean, cool, but I
They're
don't see the
porting they're
connection.
porting every they're porting every
Let
Persona 4 spin-off
I
to
mean,
modern
yeah,
consoles,
let it
except
be
for
known,
the main game.
Dancing All Night, the rhythm game, and Arena Ultimax has been ported before Golden was ported to PS4. Those have been both ported to PS4 before Golden was ported to PS4. It's ridiculous. I don't even get it. I really don't get it with them. But I don't know. I mean, the next Persona announcement is supposed to be in February, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did something. But I also would like. I'm not going to count on it. Like I see people on Twitter being like, "It's going to happen, guys." Persona 3 remake, and I'm like, guys, if we're lucky, it'll be like somehow some kind of announcement that they're adding Nanako playable character in Ultimax somehow. Like that's the announcement.
Yep. That's Atlas's announcement.
You can't do anything with. We don't make Atlas prediction videos because they're not predictable. The only thing that's predictable is that they'll re-release their old game in an advanced format like a couple years from now. Like that's the only thing that predictable is that they're gonna always re-release their games a million times. But I'd like it. I don't. I'd like to see Golden. I know there's been rumors forever. There's been reliable people say that there is a studio that is working on the console port for Golden. I don't. I honestly could see it like only being PS4 and not Switch, but I don't know. I think it's time. It's definitely time, but I don't picture it. I'll believe it when I see it, I guess. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it just I don't know. I don't think it's ever gonna happen. It's Atlas.
It's
I don't
Atlas.
believe.
That's literally the only thing. You can't believe it, Atlas. They'll put out like the most like classic RPG, and then everything else they'll do, it's just like, what are you guys doing? I don't know. It's both a blessing and a curse that Sega didn't like take the reins over that company a bit more, because it's just like I don't know. But speaking of Sega, I wonder if we'll see that new Sonic game. Probably not. I'm gonna guess that's E3, but I could see Yakuza games getting ported, especially. I mean, Zero and Kiwami were both PS3 games originally, so I could see those games getting ported. Maybe the remastered collection. They might. I mean, they might try to port them all. They could do like Kiwami 2 and 6 as like cloud games. Um, it's very weird. I mean, they put those games on like Amazon Luna and stuff, and they haven't put them on Switch yet. So I wouldn't be surprised if those games came to Switch. That's an easy third party port prediction, but
Yeah.
and Grand Theft Auto 5, I don't know. People have said that's like the number one port prediction for years, and I think it's not going to happen. I don't think they're going to do it. They've already sold
No,
like
I don't know why
160
would they.
million. They've already sold 160 million copies of that game. I mean, it's weird that they wouldn't want to open themselves up to another user base with like 100 million users, but they ported the remastered trilogy Disaster game to Switch at least. Thanks, guys. Yeah, well, let's hear your next prediction then. Let's see what we have. What are we thinking here?
Let's see.
Gotta address the notes.
Anything about Fire Emblem?
Yeah, I
We haven't
think
had anything about Fire Emblem since Three Houses, I believe.
Yeah, I think the last Fire Emblem even anything was like they did that DLC for Three Houses at the end of January 2020. So
Yeah,
I think it
so
could happen. There was that rumor that there's like three Fire Emblem games in development. I wouldn't be surprised. Fire Emblem's pretty big. I think it's
yeah,
gonna
what would
be.
they do though? I don't know.
I think new game. I think Koei Tecmo, the team at Koei Tecmo that did Three Houses mostly, I think is probably doing a new game. You know, there's also like remakes. There could be a remake. I know Genealogy of the Holy Wars what would be I think the next game that'd be remade, and that's like a fan favorite in Japan. So that's possible. Other than that, maybe another like Fire Emblem Warriors game that could happen. I think another Musou game in general is probably prime. It's been a while since Hyrule Warriors, whatever that Age of Calamity. Um,
Yeah,
I could see
10
that.
FPS.
Yeah, Pokemon Musou or Mario Musou. I don't know.
Mario
I don't know.
Muso.
I feel like the Musos are like a win-win because Koei Tecmo is always happy with them because they sell really well, and Nintendo's like, oh, okay, yeah, another game. Go ahead and make this, Omega Force, but we'll have to see. I want Mario Muso just plowing down Goombas in like the most Unreal Engine, Mushroom Kingdom grass of all time. It looks like those Nintendo hired this man uh,
Yeah,
renders.
Mario and Unreal. You know that
It looks like
video?
those horrible, like badly lit Mario and Unreal things, and it's just plowing down Goombas. That's what I want. It's the only game I'd ever play again. But yeah, I think another Muso could be something. Uh, we haven't seen like 2D Mario in a while. They did like New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe in back in that was like 2019 already, and there's not been any 2D Mario. Um, so like I wouldn't be surprised, and they really didn't support like Mario Maker very much, all things considered. I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to make like a new 2D Mario game. My wish would be that it's not like New Super Mario Brothers because I think, or if it is, they like change up the formula pretty drastically. But like I always like it'd be cool if we got like a Goodfield made Wario Land Shake It for the Wii and it had like that cool animated style. It'd be cool if we got like a 2D Mario game that was like hand animated kind of 2D instead of like 3D sprites in 2D. I don't know. But it's weird that there's no original 2D Mario game for the Switch, not counting Mario Maker, which is like, more of a tool, and not counting New Super Mario Brothers U.
Yeah, well, yeah, they. I mean, I really don't want them to do the same formula
Yeah,
if they make another 2D
I don't
Mario.
want another and it would have to have like online co-op or it's just like a no buy at that point. But um, I don't want the same formula of like this is the grass level, this is the desert level, this is the swamp level, this is the snow level, and it's like, okay, and this is the fire level. It's like I would really like them if they do new Super Mario Brothers again. They got to change it up because you could show me other than the graphics, you could show me a level from like any of the new Super Mario Brothers games, and I wouldn't be able to tell you which one it is. I mean, obviously the graphics are
Right.
gonna. If you like remade the graphics to just like standard, and I know that's pointless, I would be like, I don't know which one this came from. But like you show me like a level in like Mario Sunshine versus like Mario Odyssey, I'd be like, oh yeah, I can tell which one that's from. But like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you anything about like level 3-4 in New Super Mario Brothers Wii. And I played that game a ton when I was younger, so I don't know. They gotta ditch that formula if they want to do anything with it.
Yeah, trying to innovate Nintendo.
They like to innovate in anything but New Super Mario Brothers. Speaking of Mario, I feel like we haven't seen a Mario RPG like the whole Switch generation. Not counting Origami King, which is like barely an RPG. Um, Mario and Luigi series is probably dead now, but like it'd be cool if someone else like they started like a new Mario RPG series. I don't know. Doesn't even have to like not even like Super Mario RPG, just a new Mario RPG. It's been like forever.
Right.
I don't I don't see it happening. I don't know who would develop it. I know like Alpha Dream is gone, and I don't know. I mean, we could look at kind of studios now. We could. What do we think about Monolith? Soft, are we gonna see them?
Monolith Soft.
Yeah,
Another Xenoblade game, perhaps.
perhaps. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I almost kind of wish they'd try something new. Whatever happened to that game that was like in like 2017? They showed off concept art for. That was like a different kind of. It was like supposed to be like an action RPG. I think it was like a different. That might be cool. Um, I would like them to see them like try something new other than Xenoblade. Although Xenoblade is like kind of different enough from like 1 to 2. I just wish that I just hope it's nothing like Xenoblade 2. I'm sorry, guys.
Xenoblade
I
2.
wish it's nothing like Xenoblade 2. I'm sorry, guys, but that game is not as good as the first one. I don't know. What could you like Xenoblade 2 a lot more than I do? What do you think Monolith could do?
I don't know. I feel like anything Monolith makes is like going to be decent. Uh, I like kind of associate Monolith Soft with like large open worlds that like look nice,
Yeah, I mean
unlike
that's
Legends Arceus. It's like awful, but
I don't know what's I. That's just another thing. We're not talking Pokemon. There's not Pokemon in this.
no.
There's
Uh,
Pokemon has their own things. Thank God. I'm not talking Pokemon right now. I don't know with Game Freak, bunch of little freaks. I guess but yeah, I do. I mean, since they were bought by Nintendo, at the very least, they've made those like big open games. Um, and they're always. I mean, they're really impressive with their worlds. I think they falter like definitely, in their systems kind of get clunky and unintuitive. But I mean, they're really great with worlds. Um, I'd like to see them maybe make something a little simpler, like an action RPG or something. Rather than like imagine if they made like a Tales kind of like game instead of Xenoblade, it would be really cool. But I'm probably in the minority on that one. But I mean, it's been like 5 years since Xenoblade 2, and they put out they have their support studio, um, which is like a separate studio, and they put out Definitive Edition, but that game probably was made by a smaller team. So I think it's probably about time to see something from them. I don't know. I mean, it could be a Xenoblade Chronicles X2 sequel too, or X sequel as well, but they need to make Project Cross Zone again. They made that game. They made both those games. Those games are pretty cool.
they need to make Peyton Kaidos again.
Do Project Cross Zone in the modern like soy face era where everyone freaks out about crossovers. You were a little too early for your time, guys. Try it again.
Yeah,
Yeah, like imagine if they had like Project Cross Zone now. Can you imagine the like level of soy facing going on? It'd be like, holy crap, they got
it'd be like
Mishima
Omega.
from Tekken,
It's like
and he's talking to Miles Edgeworth, and it's like okay, but no, those games are fun. I mean, it's just goofy fun. What
yeah,
was that?
nothing. I had no thoughts.
No, head empty, zero thought. I have nothing to say about Monolith anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I think Monolith could is. I think it's more likely than not that they'll be there. I don't know if it'll be a new Xenoblade or if it's going to be something new. I kind of wish it'd be something new, but other studios. I mean, Next Level Games. It's been a while since Luigi's Mansion 3. That game was really good. They've been bought by Nintendo since then, and I think kind of like staffed up. So I could see them doing something. I don't really know what they could do. They're a talented team. They are able to do like a lot. I know they did like Punch Out and Federation Force and the Luigi's Mansion games. Maybe they'll. I mean, I don't. I'd hate to see them like return to like Mario Strikers. I mean, I'd like to see those games come back, but I'd hate to see them like kind of. It feels like they're almost wasted on Mario Strikers.
Right.
But other than that, Good Feel. I mean, maybe Good Feel. They're not owned by Nintendo, but they work with pretty much exclusive with Nintendo. It's been a while since Yoshi's Crafted World, Yoshi's Crappy World. Maybe they'll make like a 2D Mario. Maybe they'll make Donkey Kong. We haven't talked about Donkey Kong. What was up with all those Donkey Kong rumors? Remember those last
Donkey.
year? Everyone was like Donkey Kong. It's Donkey Kong December. He's coming back. Will we see Donkey Kong tomorrow? Will we see
Will
him?
we see Donkey Kong? No, I'm gonna say no.
Will we see Donkey Kong? Yeah, I don't. It's weird with Donkey Kong because it's like a big Nintendo franchise, and we've not seen a game in now 8 years as of this month. Not counting the port of Tropical Freeze. It's like what's going on with that? But I've said it before. I think it'd be good if like Playtonic made a Donkey Kong game. They made that the second ukulele game, the Impossible Layer. That's like pretty much just the same thing as the Donkey Kong Country Returns two games, and it's just as good as those ones almost. So I think they could do something cool, but Nintendo probably won't work with them and probably make like Toy Box make one, and then it's horrible, and then I want to
No.
just go to bed. But any other predictions you have right now?
Any other predictions?
I have a few more, but I want to see what you are. I've been talking a lot. I want to see what you're thinking.
No, not really. Just yeah.
I'm trying to think. Well, I think we'll see if I think we'll see Zelda, Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD. I think it's time. They don't have any other Zelda plans right now.
You think they do it, but
They don't. I mean, I don't think there's. I want to see Zelda. I don't think we're going to see Breath of the Wild here. I want to see those games. If not those games, maybe Grezzo's working on like a remake of the Oracle games or something. It's been a while since the Link's Awakening remake, but I'd like. I mean, those would be fun as well. But who knows with those? I'd like to see those, but I don't know.
yeah, it's
It's time. Those are like the last Wii U, besides Xenoblade X, which I don't think is going to happen. Those are like the last Wii U games, that anyone wants to see pretty much. And it's like, just do it. I think in the future, like, I'm hoping the next Switch, we're going to have the Switch for several more years. And I'm hoping the next Switch is just backwards compatible. And it's like, at that point, we can just have, you just sell us Wind Waker HD, you sell us Twilight Princess HD, hopefully together for $60 and not separate for $60. But just sell us, and then they're there, and then you can just keep selling them. It's always on the eShop. It's always in the stores. Even like 8 years from now on Switch 2, someone say, I want to play Wind Waker, and it's there. They need to get better about having their back catalog like available. And it was really disappointing where they had like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask like N64 on the N64 thing, and it's like, yeah, but we have better versions of those. We have the 3DS versions. So I mean, it's just kind of annoying. Like, it's like, why can't we have like, these good versions of older games like on our system? But do you think we're gonna see?
like some people who talk to say that N64 Majora's Mask is better.
Yeah, I understand that one. I don't think anyone, at least with Ocarina of Time, that one's like really good. I don't think anyone's gonna argue for that one, at least. But I haven't played the Majora's Mask 3D. I never got around to it, so I don't have anything to say about it. But do you think we're gonna see like anything with Nintendo Switch Online? I think it's probably too soon. They'll drip feed us one more N64 game a month, and we'll like it.
Yeah, like barely a month.
Yeah, like
Once it's supposed to be Majora's Mask, and
yeah.
really after that, I don't care.
I haven't subscribed to it yet because I'm just like, I don't know. It's like, what? I just don't care. I don't. I mean, once they stop, like if they make it less like of a drip feed and it's a bit more like more stuff is on there, I'll like probably actually just subscribe to it. But right now I'm like, I mean, I could pay, add $30 to my thing right now, and I could play Banjo Kazooie, or I could just go on Xbox One and play the HD version, which is better. So the rare replay version. But um some other random ones, I think we'll see like maybe we'll see those Dragon Quest like HD 2D, Dragon Quest 3 remake. That'd be cool. The Final Fantasy Pixel remakes would be nice to see.
The Pixel remasters.
Pixel remasters, yeah. I mean, I don't know why that they were like, these are coming to PC and mobile only. Like, I don't. Once again with Square Enix, I just don't get it. Maybe it's
Yeah,
a thing
like
with Japanese companies where it's just like, I don't get it. I don't get you.
I do like the fonts in those games where it's like extremely squished. So it's like impossible to read.
I wish that Square would. They need to just upload a ROM of their old games. They mess up their games more and more, like with every re-release. Like, I don't know what are they doing wrong? Like, what are they doing there? It's ridiculous. Like I don't like what's wrong with like they have like that Final Fantasy 9 on Switch where it has font that I don't even know. It looks horrible. It looks like it's all like the menus and the font are horrible. It's like what did you do? Why did you make this worse? Um
Like, isn't there like an accessibility check that they have to pass through for games? Like,
yeah,
come
you'd
on.
think like, you'd want to make your font look like presentable, like you could actually read it, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe we could see those. Probably not. Maybe we'll see the Chocobo racing game. But speaking of racing games, everyone keeps talking about Mario Kart for like the last month, saying Mario Kart 9 is
Mario
coming.
Kart 9. Oh
I don't
yeah.
know if I buy it, to be honest.
That is, yeah, that's wishful thinking. Uh,
Mario Kart 8 still sells so well. Like, I really think they're better off just having the Mario Kart team make another racing game. Like, maybe bring back Diddy Kong Racing or just make another racing game of like another character. Make, I don't know, like Link's Racing or something. Link's Crossbow Racing. Uh, no, I just feel like it's gonna have like the Super Mario Party effect, where everyone bought Super Mario Party, and then not as many people bought Mario Party Superstars, which is a better game. And I feel like a lot of people are gonna have bought Mario Party or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then like that's like the Mario Kart game. They're like, oh, we don't need Mario Kart again. They're better off just saving Mario Kart 9 for like launch title on the Switch like successor. And I think they should just make another kart racer. Any thoughts there?
nope.
Nope.
You put it very well
I mean,
there.
if they're still selling that game like top 10 each month in the United States and it's $60, it is $60 for a Mario Kart 8 which was released on in 2014 on the Wii U. Um it's ridiculous. Like they'd be stupid to just cut that off and be like, "All right, Mario Kart 9," and then I mean it would sell certainly 25 million copies, but I don't think they're better off just adding to that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe number. But what do I know? Maybe they'll do it. I'd like to see it. I mean, it's been a. If anything else, I'd just like them to say, "Hey, we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Here's like 4 new Grand Prix or something."
Yeah, that would be if they. No, I don't know if they're gonna keep adding to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like,
They
they
might
haven't
just.
added anything in a while.
Yeah, I mean they added a few like free things, but I don't think they never really added anything new to the deluxe. Like they never had like DLC in any real way.
Yeah, there's no like new maps. There's no new like Grand Prix. No new game modes.
They added like a couple new cars randomly or something, like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, they added like
Yeah.
the Master Cycle
Yeah.
Zero, like the Breath of the Wild Link. 1 points. They added like the support for uh, whatever cardboard thing they use. I forget the name of it. Labo,
The
Labo
Labo.
VR.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever happened to Labo? That they never did anything with that again. That like stayed within 2018. I feel like I don't know. It was like interesting. As like a grown man, I don't want to have to put up with that. But it was interesting at the very least. It must not have really panned out for him. I think maybe they'll make another like Ring Fit. Like they have the Ring thing, and that sold like really well. It's like top 10 best selling Switch games. I wonder if they'll make like a follow up or another game that uses the Ring Fit or whatever. But I got two more, I think, unless I think of another one, which I'm sure I will. Will we see a new 3D Mario game? It's been it'll be 5 years since Mario Odyssey 2 in October. Will we see a new
Mario
3D
Odyssey
Mario?
2.
With my
Yep,
5 years since
waiting for
Mario
Mario
Odyssey.
Odyssey 3.
Yeah, I'm ready for Mario Odyssey 4, honestly. No, it'll be 5 years since Mario Odyssey in October. Will we see Mario Odyssey 2? Or a new 3D Mario game? It doesn't have to be Odyssey 2, although I wish it would be.
Yeah, let's just keep adding to that game.
They never did
Uh,
DLC for it, so it's like prime for a new game.
I mean, they added stuff to Mario Odyssey, but I
Not
mean, it
like
wasn't like
substantial.
there
It's
was
like
like a huge another map.
Luigi's balloon mode or whatever.
Yeah, like that's like not a terrible thing they added. But it's not like they added a new map or anything. But yeah, I think probably time for a new 3D Mario. I mean, last year we had Bowser's Fury, but I mean that was pretty
Yeah,
short.
yeah. I wonder if like we it won't be Odyssey 2 and it'll be something more based on uh like Bowser's Fury. I liked like the open-endedness of that game. I like the moveset of Odyssey obviously a lot better. So like if they could combine those two and make a new game, it'd be pretty nice. But I feel like if you have that like the hat mechanic and the capture mechanic, like you might as well just use that again. It's still prime real estate for more to do with that. Any other thoughts on a Mario 3D follow up?
No, it just needs to happen.
It needs to happen. It's kind of crazy that it hasn't. It's crazy to think too, like just how long we've been waiting for some of these games. It's weird to think like we're in the fifth year of Switch now. Next month it'll be 5 years, and it's kind of funny to think like how some of the best graphically looking games on the system where it came out the first year, like Breath of the Wild and Mario and like Xenoblade are like some of the best looking games on that system, and they came out in 2017. And I would say like graphically Luigi's Mansion 3 and Astral Chain are also really nice for the system. But there's not really anything that I would say is like, oh, this is looks really good. And I feel like, they should have pretty good mastery over the system by now. Be able to get the most out of it, but I don't know. Finally though, if there's no follow-up to 3D Mario, will we see Mario's movie in any way in this direct? Will we get a trailer? Please God, give us a
Mario
trailer.
movie.
Give us a trailer for the Mario movie from Illumination. Will we see it? Yes or no? It's a little. I mean, it's not too early for it. I don't think.
No,
The
they can
movie comes out
definitely
in
show it
December.
that direct.
Comes out in December. They're gonna want to have a trailer for it. I think we'll might see the trailer or something, or they'll be like, check out the trailer afterwards. I don't know if they'll put the trailer in the direct, but I kind of want to. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see like what are they thinking with this.
Yeah, it's gonna get a lot of attention if they show it.
Like I want to know like what are you thinking? Like I just want to see like in how it plays out in motion. Like is it gonna be a disaster or could it be like okay this is a fine kids movie? Like I just what is like Chris Pratt Mario gonna sound like? What is this gonna sound like? Like what? I want to see something. I want to just see some glimpse of this movie, and I don't think it's too early. They've been showing trailers of that Minions 2 for like 8 years now, and I know it got delayed for COVID, but I mean they probably have a trailer ready. Thoughts on Mario
Yeah,
movie?
I think we'll see it. I
I
didn't
think
think about it
yeah,
because it's not
it's easy
video
not to
games,
think
but I
of it.
think we'll see it.
It's easy not to think too much about it. It's
Yeah,
probably
I
better.
don't want to think about it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a pretty good. We got a decent amount of predictions in there. I just don't. I don't expect it to be too big. I always say that, but I just don't expect this, especially a February one, to just be too big. I would say the big things to look out for would be Splatoon, Kirby, and I think anything really we get otherwise is just an added bonus. Uh, I don't think it's. I think Bayonetta will be like a later in the year game, so I think that's going to be probably at a June showcase. I think like Breath of the Wild will probably be June, so it just depends on how things go. But it's also weird having a direct predictions with no Smash Brothers. Now that that's all said and done with, it's weird not having that. It feels a little empty, but it's also nice not to have to hear the same like five characters regurgitated forever.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of a relief, honestly.
it's kind of a relief not to hear like, yeah, guys, it's gonna either be Gino or Waddle Dee or Dante or Master
It's
Chief.
gonna be
It's gonna
Waluigi.
be Waluigi. Yeah, I think I'm about good with that. But I think that'll be the end of this direct predictions video. Make sure to subscribe to Sky85 on YouTube. Channel's blowing up. 24,000 views because of the help of YouTubers' life. Subscribe to me as well. Follow me on Twitter at Objo Gaming. What's your Twitter?
My Twitter is Sky85.
Okay. Watch our Knack 2 speedrun. It actually did happen, guys. Comment down below what you think is going to happen in this direct. what your expectations for this direct are, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Helps out the channel. Other than that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Until next time.